I wanted to say something about the Clippers because the Clippers are only 3-8, you know, and I didn't think that I didn't think the Clippers would be this bad, you know. Obviously Kawhi is back to being out of the lineup, just doing the typical Kawhi thing. Uh, and they made it pretty big trade last year. They traded Norman Powell uh, and got back John Collins. It was a multi-team trade, and they also were able to get Bradley Beal. And now Bradley Beal, he's out for the season. So they figured, okay, we can flip Norman Powell, turn him into John Collins, get some more, a bit, get it like a real power forward, and then we can then we just replace Norman Powell with Bradley Beal, and obviously that has just not worked. And they're 3-8. It used to be, Kawhi could miss his games and they would still be a 50-win team, and now it's not like that. I just think the West has gotten better while they've not just stood their ground and stayed the same, but gotten worse. You know, so um, like I said, Denver got better. The Lakers got better. OKC is still OKC. The Spurs have gotten better, and the Clippers have taken a step back. You know, and it can happen quickly, man. You know, like I said, bro, 3-8. They just can't seem to win a game. You know, um, James is still James. Zubac is still Zubac. But there's just not enough there right now. You know, and I don't know. It's looking bad for the Clippers, man. You know, I don't know what they're gonna. I don't know what they're gonna do. You know, there's nothing they can do. I guess they'll just have to be in the lottery this year coming up. Bill Simmons was saying this is a great draft class. I don't know. I mean, obviously the bandstand. I guess I got to freshen up on who else is expected to be in this draft class. But yeah, the Clippers have had a since Kawhi got there, you know, with Paul George. Obviously, Paul George has moved on, and that seemed like a stroke of genius for them to let Paul George move on last year. I have that money on their books, but now the moves they made this past summer seem to set them back. Basically, like they're basically in the same position Paul George is now. Paul George doesn't even not even play. I don't think he's played this season, and now the Clippers look bad. Um, but yeah, I think the Clippers are. I don't know. Uh, but yeah, since Kawhi got there, they've been they've consistently been good. No matter what, they've been good. And I guess this year will be like the reset year. You know, they can get a youngster in there, but it just seems like the window has completely closed on the Clippers now, as far as them being a championship team. And when you go back and you look at it, man, uh, Kawhi that summer after winning that title in Toronto, when he had the chance to sign with the Lakers, and instead he decided he didn't want to play with LeBron. He wanted to compete with LeBron, and he goes to the Clippers, and they made a conference finals once in 2020. They blew that series against Denver, and just never all these years, man, going back to Chris Paul and Lob City, as good as they've been. You got Chris Paul, you got Blake Griffin, you got DeAndre Jordan, you got J.J. Redick, you got all these guys. And you go from that era, you got Kawhi Leonard, you got Paul George, you end up you get James Harden, you get Russell Westbrook, all these guys, and they have nothing to show for it. All they have to show for it is the only one conference finals appearance in team history. But you know, it's like that's what Lob City was chasing. When they got Kawhi and PG, they were supposed to become a championship team, and it just never happened. And now it's just like I don't know. Kawhi's still gonna get his money, and James is going to get his money. We'll see what happens. We'll see if, you know, does James want to stick around and be on a team that wins 30 games? I mean, if Kawhi, God, like, Kawhi is doing his typical, like, why is he not playing? We don't even know, you know? But if he comes back, they can start playing better. But once you get too far behind and you're in the West, you know, what are you supposed to do?